Life was simple. And they
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Year of Rogue, and welcome to the Binding of Isaac Repentance. If you've ever seen roguelikes in the history of the world, I'm sure you expected this to come. Let's just check how our graphics are. We're at full screen, and there is no option for resolution, so I guess things are just going to look how they're going to look. We're going to hit a new run on Isaac on hard mode. I don't even have Greedier here. I feel like my save file must have changed at some point, but I don't even have any of the inverted characters. I'm not sure, but we're just going to play Isaac on hard and see where we get to. So Isaac is a top-down 2D isometric shooter. We move with WASD on the left and we shoot tears from our face with the arrow keys on the right. There are bombs and items otherwise. Here we have a treasure room. And here this is E. coli, which is turdy touch, but we don't really want to touch our enemies because that's going to hurt us. So we're going to use our D6 here to roll this into something else. And that is Speedball. It's a syringe item that increases our speed and our shot speed, so that'll be fine. We'll peep the curse room up here. There are some blue fires, so if we stand just here, and I remember which key is the button to drop a bomb, we get one soul heart out of that. We have to spend half of it to leave. Now our map is currently a mystery to us because we have a curse. We have the Curse of the Lost, so we don't get to know how the map is mapped out by visuals. We just have to explore with our memory alone. And there are many different exits that you can leave the game on, like many final versions of the bosses or the routes through the game. So I have not decided which one we're going to try and end on yet, but we just picked up a trinket, and these scissors will cut off the fuses of any bombs we find that are live, turning them into bombs that we can pick up instead. Now here, this rock is slightly grey-greener than the other brown ones, and if we drop a bomb there, there will be something inside. Unfortunately, it's a locked chest that we cannot access. So the other resources we can get, on the left you see we have no coins, no bombs, and no keys. There is a key though, so let's go and open this. We get a card. The tower will spawn a whole bunch of live bombs, but I believe because we have the safety scissors, if we pop the tower there, we now have 6 bombs, which is pretty handy. And those cobwebs that you can see underfoot do slow me down as we walk across them. I'm just going to try and kill this last spider spawner. And then this door here is the door for the boss room. I'm just going to go and check out. I think there was one other route we didn't go yet. And I also think this is probably the secret room. It was not. Interesting. It's quite a big floor for a very first floor. But there's even more stuff down here. Now, there are versions of the floor which are extra large, but we can't have the extra large curse whilst also having the unknown curse, so we just have more rooms to explore. An unknown pill, that is not the use pill button. Range down, that is a bad time. Now there is some stuff here in the shop, but we can't afford any of it. If we shoot out the fires, there is a chance they might drop out pennies or hearts, and that heart in the center there is called an eternal heart, and if we can successfully take that to the next floor, it will turn into a max HP upgrade for us, which will be very nice indeed. So this is the last room to get through. So I'm going to fight the boss, then come back for that. Still trying to figure out where our secret room is. It can't be adjacent to this skinny room. No, I'm not sure. But let's go fight our boss. It's Pin. So Pin has a pretty repeatable pattern. Although the dark colour on Pin's sprite tells me that this is an alternate version of the boss rather than the standard. But that's fine. I'm not expecting too much trouble here. And we must go back for that Eternal Heart after we finish this fight. Whoops. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Probably should have used a bomb to speed this up, but it's fine. This is Binky. I think it's extra soul hearts for us. A tears up and a soul heart. That's good. So we shoot more tears per second now. And we will go back for that Eternal Heart that we found earlier. And then go down this doorway onto the next floor. So as I mentioned, there's a bunch of different ways to reach an ending. Many of which I have not unlocked on this save file, because most of the most recent game release that I have played, the latest expansion, it introduced full co-op support, so I've played more of it on my partner's save file as the player 2 than on my own save file. So there's lots of stuff I haven't actually done on my saves. But here we are in the burning basement. That heart has turned into a full heal for us. These guys are going to get speedy, but fortunately we have quite high movement speed after picking up Speedball, so not too worried about being caught by these guys, as I am immediately caught by them. So on the left there, you might see a picture of the devil with 100% next to it. That means that if we beat the boss in our current configuration, there is a 100% chance that we will get a deal with the devil where we can trade off our health for other things. Right, it's just these enemies all trapped in by these poops, so let's funnel them into one place. And the deal with the devil items are particularly strong most of the time. The general pool of items that you can find in the deal with the devil are quite good. And if we can complete the floor without ever taking red heart damage, then we have 100% chance of getting that deal. Now, this is pupillar duplex, so our tears would become very wide, which doesn't excite me much. So this is Monstro's Tooth, which is a use item, but I really want to keep the D6 with me, so we're not going to try and utilize that. There you can see a red version of the other enemies that we're currently looking at. That is a what's the word for it? An elite? I can't remember. There's a specific term for it, but my brain is blanking. But they are a little bit stronger, and they have slightly different variations on how they work mechanically. Some explode, some drop flies, some turn invisible. But most of them shouldn't be too much of a problem, at least at this stage in the game. And the poops, just like the fireplaces, can sometimes have coins and hearts and trinkets in them. So we try and destroy those when convenient. Just get rid of these dips. That's a busy room. Now, the stonies can't hurt me, but everything else can. And the stonies can push me, which is awkward. Now, we have lost our 100% chance at a deal with the devil, but there's still a small chance that we can get a deal about 1/3 of the time, 36%, unless we take damage during the boss fight, but we won't know until we get there how that's going to go. So it's Larry Jr., not unlike Pin, these small segmented bodies, but here we have 4 tiny ones instead of 1 large one. And they love to make poops, which are going to get in my way. What I want to do is just try and take out 1 if I can, so that we have fewer things to worry about, rather than doing an equal amount of damage to all 4 of them as I go. And I think the poops that they create can't typically have coins in them. We did not get that deal with the devil. I'm going to check these anyway. And I think this one is growth hormones. So speed and damage. So our speed goes up by 0.2, our damage by 1.69. And now we have 2 syringes, which is good, because if we can get to 3 syringes, we get a special transformation. Right, I really want 1 more fight so that I can get another pip of charge on my dice so I can reroll Monstro's Tooth. We need full health to get in there. It says there's a heart in this room. So now we have full health. Oh, we need to have only 1 health to get in that one. I'm thinking of a different type of room. That's the wrong button again. Balls of Steel is great. That gives us 2 soul hearts. 1 makes you small, just makes us tinier. Alright, let's look for our secret room. I think that's going to be here. It's not, so then it's probably here instead. There it is. Golden poop is not bad. Full of money. And a lucky penny gives us a luck up, which is good if we ever get different types of shots. We're more likely to fire those shot variants. I think we can probably peep the shop. No fights in here either. But I will grab another soul heart for 5 cents. I can't remember which pill was the Balls of Steel. And it looks like we're probably not going to be able to reroll Monstro's Tooth, which is a shame. Because it means it's just 1 item that we're not going to get any benefit out of. Let's look for a second secret room here. And this does not help me either, although these red poops... Oh, they hurt me, but they hurt the soul hearts before they hurt the red hearts. If they took out the red hearts first, like a blood bank does, I could have gotten into the other room that might have combat in it. But as it is, we are not going to get to reroll Monstro's Tooth. We're just going to be stuck with what we have. Let's open this chest. There is no battery inside, so that is the last of our hopes for this floor. We will be moving on. But with a decent amount of health, good damage, can't complain. Anytime you have enough damage to kill the flies in 1 shot, I'm pretty happy. Now this floor is a bit darker. It's probably, yeah, the Curse of Darkness in effect. So I apologise if your viewing experience is hampered by how dark the rooms are. So now we have that reroll on our D6 available to us again. Ow, I was not expecting to be shot on diagonals there, I'll be honest. We do have a key for this item room. Happy about that. That bomb is going to become a regular bomb for us, thanks to our safety scissors. And I can't remember if this is the fly that hovers around the room or attacks stuff after we get hit. Obsessed fan. Okay, this one follows our walking path behind us directly. That's fine. I've had worse items in the past. There's a shop. We have 11 cents. If we get to 15, we'll go see what's happening in the shop. So if we can get these guys to follow us whilst the purple fly is also following us, then they will just take damage as they follow, which is lovely. A good example of how that item is beneficial to us. Now, this can't be our secret room because there's a trough of water here, or a gap. So I wager that our secret room is instead here. There it is. More free bombs. So we found the shop and the item room, so now we're really just looking for the boss. Of course, there can be a multitude of other types of special room, but the ones we know we will get on these floors are the shop and the item room. There is an emergency contact card for Mum. We'll probably use that on the boss fight. This will cause Mum's foot to stomp down from the ceiling and harm our foes, which on a boss fight is particularly good when they're going to do lots of damage to a big boss item, a big boss monster at once. So there's our boss on the other side of this very large room. Just try and take out one thing at a time and then dodge the rest of the shots. Hope things come close enough to us that we can actually get in range with our quite limited range for such a large room at the moment. So far so good though. These guys can't have too much longer left to live. Why does my brain just pull out wrong syllables when I try and construct sentences while doing other things? Alright, let's see what boss we have in here. It's Bambino, one of the newer bosses. Now we're going to need them to destroy these rocks for us. And what I'd like to do is kill off these dips first, so that when I use my emergency contact card, the boss is the only enemy that's left when I do that. Oh, it's Mum's hand, not Mum's foot. Still pretty useful. And we still have our 100% chance at the deal with the devil, since that refreshes on each floor. And we've not taken red heart damage this floor. So Bambino has perished. This is a booster pack, which is not great. Let's check out our deal with the devil first. I think this is a use item that gives us brimstone every 3 rooms, which is fine, but we can't take it and the D6 with us. So I'm going to reroll this. Cursed, not PDF, the other one. PhD. I don't know how it works, and I'm not going to burn a HP for it. Let's take the booster pack. We have a 2 of diamonds, doubles our cash. 2 of hearts, doubles our health. A joker takes us back to the devil room. Ancient recall gives us 3 more cards. The hermit takes us to the shop. The hierophant gives us 2 soul hearts. The emperor takes us to the boss room. I put down a judgment. It's a key beggar, which is not really ideal. We'll just blow them up. We get a used diaper. I'm going to stick with my safety scissors. Let's double our cash Then teleport into the shop. Now, this is Hive Mind that makes flies and spiders do more damage, but not the type of fly that is following us. For that, we would need BFF, I think. The rest of this stuff, I'll take a 3-cent bag. We get a key, a bomb, and the Hanged Man, which lets us fly for 1 room. Don't know that we're going to get much benefit out of that right now. But we'll finish off the floor. Then make sure we take that Joker card before going down to the next floor. The Joker card lets us magically teleport to the Deal with the Devil room, or possibly a Deal with the Angel instead, now that we have declined a Deal with the Devil. These mushrooms have a reasonably large amount of health. And these skull guys, you can't harm them whilst they're not popped up, but no trouble for us. Here is a mini-boss, the Sin of Wrath, trying to blow us up, but our purple fly doing a lot of great work here. Now, his bombs don't get made safe by our safety scissors, which is fine, otherwise we could farm unlimited bombs, which would be a bit excessive. Actually, what we can do is use our flight here to get that bomb. It's only a small benefit, but it's a benefit nonetheless. Oh, we could have got a bomb and a key there, though. Should have thought that through. Right, zoom on by this. Not going to worry about looking for a second secret room there. And we'll be on our way to the next floor. We don't want the Emperor. That teleports you to the boss room, which we're already in. We have a double key room on the right here. This could be just about anything. It's a smattering of extra stuff for us, which is lovely. The pill is full health. That's fine. And we'll take this now because it's protected by our soul hearts. We'll need flight to get over to that. We can reach that pill in the center now that they've exploded a bridge over for us. As you can see, they've blown open the door on the south side of the room. If you really don't want to fight a room, you can blow open the doors, but when you come back through, the doors will be reset again. Speed up. We are getting very fast now. That black one is going to explode and do damage to all the rest of the flies around it. And then these ones explode and shoot tears as they go. More opportunity for our purple fly to do work for us. Although if we can attack across the gap, things won't home on us. I would love an item room so we can start spending these charges on our dice. But this is X-ray specs, which will get us into every secret room for free. And this early, I'm pretty happy with that. Jeez, shoot more tears, why don't you? This is not a cursed floor, it's just the flooded variant of this particular floor. As you can see from all of the water that is everywhere. Now, these tiny pins emerging from the ground are a pain in the neck. That bomb rendered safe for us thanks to our safety scissors as ever. God damn. I'm too fast. Right, here's our second secret room. a tiny battery charge. Let's go peep the shop. It's greed, one of the other 7 deadly sins. Each one is represented in the game, as well as the mega version of each one. Oh, come on. Stop firing at me. Just let me kill you. They should drop a reasonable amount of cash. And I think now that we've killed greed, there is a higher chance on subsequent floors we will see super greed. Don't need to take the tiny batteries when we already have a full charge. It's a very aggressive spider. I think these bats explode. They do not. That's... Oh, I'm thinking of big bomb bats, aren't I? Which, obviously by the name, would make sense. There is our boss room. Grateful to see it. Because once we've done the boss room and confirmed we're not going to get a devil deal on this floor, we can pop our Joker. It's Gertie. And it's the alternate Gertie, so we don't have too much to worry about here, I think. Because I don't think Gertie is going to shoot at us. It's just going to make those flies and make these little spawn in front of us. There is a fly that is trying to shoot us, that grandpa fly there with the beard. If I could remember which key it was for a bomb and which key it was for the card, I would drop a bomb or two. But at the moment I can't remember which way round the two go, as evidenced by how many times I've accidentally dropped a bomb when I wanted to use a pill today. Right, we're nearly done. Get these flies out of the way. We get an extra soul heart for our trouble, which is lovely. And we do earn another deal with the devil. We'll leave Mum's pants there for a second. And that is the Book of Sin, or the Satanic Bible, rather. If we take that and use it, we get 1 black heart each time we do, but I don't really want it for its cost, so let's re-roll it. And that is Headless Baby, which is also not great, especially because we already have a familiar that's following us around and doing damage. So we'll leave that as it is. If possible, I will find a charge. And we could Joker back in and re-roll Headless Baby, but I don't particularly want Mum's pants, so I don't also want Wooden Spoon. And I think we have a battery somewhere around here. This is where I remember that is the bomb key. And where was that tiny battery? There's a couple of them around here. So that's 2 of 6 pips. There's another 2 of 6 pips. We haven't seen our secret room yet, because we got X-ray specs after we explored some of the floor. So I don't know why I was even bothering to try and find the secret room with bombs when we have X-ray specs. That's just me not remembering all of our progress. This room is a little slice of hell. Fortunately, we did get all that extra black hearts and soul hearts to protect the eternal heart that will give us a full heal if we get to the next floor. The shovel there we can also re-roll. And The only thing I'm thinking about otherwise, though, is that we were offered the wooden spoon, and the wooden spoon is another speed upgrade, and I already feel faster than I want to be. Now, we know our shop does not have a battery in it because we fought greed in the shop, so the shop did not have any stock at all. So let's re-roll this. We'll touch it once. And what this does is makes a trapdoor. Sometimes it can get you to the hidden room under the floor. But Black Lotus is great. Black Lotus gives us one of each type of heart. So a black heart, a soul heart, and a red heart, which is incredibly good. A nice Magic the Gathering throwback reference there. And here's our last room. Another key for our troubles. And we will be on our way. So this one we took, that was X-ray specs. Then in here, we'll take the wooden spoon. 1.95 speed. I think it caps out at 2, so we're very nearly at the speed cap. In here, 3 red chests? Sure. That is Guppy's collar. So once we take it, if we die, there will be a 50% chance we'll just come back to life instead. Which is lovely. We've got to do 3 waves of enemies in here for the privilege of trying to open these chests. The white skull bouncing around there won't die until everything else in the room has been killed. And these guys will turn into a sludgy paste when we kill them, and then regrow, but dropping a spider in the meantime, which is unpleasant. That's done. We also get some friendly spiders and Cursed Eye, which is not a good item. So we'll take Guppy's collar. When we get an opportunity, we will come back and re-roll Cursed Eye. Explode these bonies. Try and get them to explode the other enemies in the room. Need one more pip to re-roll the Cursed Eye, which we will do, because otherwise we will just be wasting other pips we could gain. Black bean, toot on touch, that's fine. It's not great, but I thought this might be one of the beans that's a use item, because some of them certainly are. Spider, get dead. Pin, get dead. Everything else, follow along. In dying. I will take your penny, sir. Now, reminder to self, all of the secret rooms are going to be visible to us, so we don't need to bomb for them. That's just rude. Now, there are various surfaces in the game, but the black tarry one is not one that does damage to us when we walk through it. If you guys could just die, I'd be really grateful. Thank you. Nothing else in here. Not going to worry about shooting the poops. We could be here all day otherwise. These guys shoot tears that track you. There's a secret room. The red fires try and shoot you with embers rather than the orange fires that don't. We don't need the card. This is a terrible place to be. Got through that by the skin of our teeth, squeezing through that gap, I think. Those guys always trying to jump to exactly where we are, which we can use to our benefit. The extra soul heart is lovely. Right, the guys in the center will parade around the room until they might decide to change which wall they're on by charging at us. But when they walked into those fires, they just killed themselves, which is lovely. What pill is this? One makes you small. Sure, I'll be even smaller. Can't quite squeeze through 2 rocks. This is Little Gish. I guess we'll take Little Gish. So, Little Gish fires shots that slow enemies, as indicated by the snail symbol above their heads. Slow enemies, much easier to deal with, of course. Was not expecting you to explode, and was not expecting to have to shoot you to finish, but sure thing. Right, let's go up to the right. There's our second secret room. Because of course we've already found the first secret room. A whole bunch of pills. Tears Up is lush, 2 of those. Full health is a nice to know. Gulp swallowed our trinket, which was the safety scissors. And shot speed up. So we'll keep the Joker, but if we ever need a full heal, there's one there for us. So we're now really fast, really tiny, and we shoot our tears a lot faster as well, which is wonderful. These guys fire brimstone shots, which is something to be very careful about. So I am going to go and bomb for this card, just because there's a chance that it will be the one that gives us 2 soul hearts. It's not, it will get us into the shop for free though. There's another full health, and a health down. That's very rude. But the fire does give us a soul heart to compensate, which is not bad. Right, there's no other direction we haven't been yet. So now we just need to finish off the direction we're going. There's some regular Gishes that our baby Gish is based on. Fortunately, they shoot at diagonals, so it's not too hard to stand around. Curved Horn is a wonderful trinket. It's just a straight +2 damage up, which I'm really grateful to have. This shouldn't be too bad in all this open space. Especially when we're so fast. Come on, just die faster. I'd really love some type of not translucent tears. The tears that will go through rocks and stuff. There are many effects that will cause that to happen. We will bomb this. The stone chest has a Awaz rune which digs a hole. Up here we have a key and 2 more bombs. Are there more chests in the other corners? There's a gold chest over here. And we'll peep the shop because we have 38 coins. There's Super Greed. As I said earlier, there was a higher chance we would run into them after we killed regular Greed. But our higher tier rate now is doing wonders for us. Let's go fight our boss. It's Double Chub. Now, Chub loves to eat bombs. If I can actually get them in his mouth. There you go. One down. These others shouldn't be too difficult then, just the tiny stuff. No item room. There's Pageant Boy, which gives us 7 coins, but first of all we will use the Joker card.
Joker.
And that is the Necronomicon, which is not great for us. So again, we will use the spacebar, see if we can make this something we actually want. The nail gives us more damage for a room and one soul heart or a black heart, one of the two, and lets you destroy rocks. But for 2 hearts, going to pass that over. There are no batteries on the floor, but there is a full heal pill, and that is definitely worth grabbing. So that if we're down to 1 remaining red heart from our 5 current red hearts, we can fully heal back up to max. Then we will take Pageant Boy and be on our way. At least our running speed means the backtracking isn't nearly as painful. Is much less painful. That's how words and language work, isn't it? Boom, boom, and boom. We cannot cross the gap to get the stuff, but that's fine. I've just realised I'm going to D&D tonight, and since like COVID started and I have been working from home, I have not had access to a printer, so I've been doing digital character sheets the whole time, and I need to charge my character sheet before I go to D&D tonight. But we'll worry about that after this run. For those, oh god, for those of you wondering, I play a Warlock Hexblade because of course I do. I'm a Simic hybrid called Ali, spelled A-L-E, because when I emerged from the place I was being held captive, I did not know what ale was, and somebody asked me my name. I panicked and I said, "It's Ali," because I saw a barrel of ale but didn't know how to pronounce it, and that is my character's name. Whether my character had a name before the amnesia, who knows, but maybe that will come along in the plot to come. Get dead, you. I can't remember if we're level 9 or level 10 at the moment, because of course Warlocks get their 5th level spell slots. They get both of them, I think, at 9th level, so I wouldn't know for 1 slot or 2 slots at 9th level or 10th level compared to other full casters. Fortunately, I know my character sheet is up to date, so that's all I have to worry about. Now, it's just these giant rooms left, isn't it? There's our item room, though. Grateful to see it. Obviously, even though it's locked, we can't get in there until the room is cleared. We can't blow our way in there with a bomb either. Right, but now we see... this is Conjoined Twins? Perhaps Gemini? I think, but if we pick it up, we will get a conjoined head that will try and kill our foes for us, which is not super great. That is worse. That is... it's a mining pick that does something that I can't recall. Like, it changes all the stats and glitches out the current room and things, and I'm just going to avoid it, but... We will reroll here looking for a battery particularly, but we'll take a steam sail. That will make everything half off. That is a Mr. Meeseeks box. That is a coupon that makes something in the shop free. Tarot deck. The black candle gets rid of all curses, which is wonderful. I'll take another soul heart. We'll blow this up to reroll it once more. And BFF is great because we have 2 familiars that are following us around. And a battery is exactly what I wanted. So that worked out pretty well. We'll come back here and reroll Miner's Pick. And that is money equals power. So for every cent we have, we get like 0.065 damage or thereabouts. So now what we can do is if we come over to the arcade, we can play this blood bank with all of our red hearts. It's going to drop coins. And then as we pick up those coins in a moment, you'll see our damage going up. So currently at 7.47 damage. There's an extra 0.46 damage. There's a couple of red hearts that we can collect to refill the health that we've lost. I'll try and not min-max too much as we go, otherwise we will be here forever. Hard to think that there is a secret boss if you can do a certain number of floors within 20 minutes. There is a secret boss. But we are being way too slow for that. Give me this red heart. There is a tinted rock. This is a very large room with another very large room directly attached to it, which is always good fun. Though a very small number of enemies for such a large room. Fine by me. Any drop? There is a trinket that I don't want. I can hear the presence of a secret room somewhere around here. So I don't think I said what the black candle does when we collected that. That prevents all curses from impacting us, which is great. So cursed items or anything else, not going to be a problem. We will blow this guy up, see if he holds a coin. There's a couple of coins there. We can swallow the curved horn though. That's not a bad time. And so what I will now do is come and pick up this. I think this is a callus. So blister bounce back. I'm not sure if it will cause shots to bounce off of us occasionally. I know there's a trinket that stops us from taking damage on spikes and surfaces. But that's not to be known for right now. The Emperor takes us to our boss. We do have a full health pill. And with that, what I could do is go back to the blood bank, play it with all of our red hearts, then fill up my health with the full health card. And BBFs that we collected as well, because we have these friends following us around, these familiars. They do more damage now that we have the BBF. Teardrop Charm, it feels lucky. I think this gives us a higher drop rate of soul hearts. Could be wrong. But that black heart is very welcome. And this is the boss. I think we're pretty well ready to go do this. So this is Mum. This is Blue Mum. So slightly different than standard Mum. So basically, we want to try and avoid the foot stomping and kill the other parts of her. Now, the foot stomp is telegraphed by a shadow, but it can be hard to see in the fray. That was just poor on my part. We get an angel room though, because we have not taken any of the devil items we've been offered. We have now been offered an angel room instead. And inside we get a soul heart and the wafer. The wafer's pretty good, so any damage that we will ever take now is going to be a half a heart instead of a full heart, which is great. And we can also blow up this statue here, and we can fight an angel. Now, if we can kill the angel, we will get half of a key. So we collect key piece 1. We will take the Polaroid here, take this soul heart, and head on down. So if we can find the other key piece in our travels, we might be able to do one of the slightly alternate endings, which is exciting. So now we are in the womb. Traditionally in the womb, all damage would be 1 full heart of damage from here on out. But because we got the wafer, we basically have doubled our max HP, which is great. There's pins. There they are. You could tell because the room was empty that the doors were locked. One of them just blew up the other, which is fantastic. Now, what does not exist on this floor are item rooms. There are no item rooms in the womb. And there are no shops either. So we don't have much reason to explore everything around here. Unless we can find a self-sacrifice room, which would be helpful for our new goals. The gold key gives us unlimited keys, which is good if we find things like locked chests. Now, the red versions of these guys, you can shoot whilst their heads are down. Let's go through the top of here. I don't feel like doing that just for a gold chest. If we open that gold chest, it means we then have to fight a couple of waves of enemies. But sometimes those rooms will have items and things in them which make them a much better opportunity. These guys are horribly fast. Those guys shoot brimstone lasers. Brimstone is one of the types of upgrades you can get that fires a giant beam like that, so all other instances of it just get defined to brimstone. These guys, I will play the Demon Beggar, particularly because we have the wafer. So we lose half a heart, and we have a chance to receive an item. Dark Matter, damage up, and fear shot is pretty good. There's our boss room. It's an interestingly sized boss room. Could mean it's a special boss. It could mean it's a double edition of the boss. We are losing our protective soul hearts now, so I'm really glad we have this full health pill. This guy will charge our item for us for coins, which we might want after fighting this boss. It's Mr. Fred. Mr. Fred only exists in this double wide room. Oh, the creep here will do damage to us, unfortunately. These guys are breaking from their restraints and coming after us, but no big deal on that front. Just Mr. Fred that I'm really dealing with now. Must mind my HP. We do not have tons of it left. And if this guy ever breaks free... Oh, there we go. So we will take the soul heart. I will take the moldy bread. That is just a HP upgrade. Then we can pop into another angel room. I am not sure what angel item this is. Act of Contrition. Tears up, you feel forgiven. Not sure what that means, but we will blow up this statue. Oh, we got a... the other type of heart, the one that is a full health up if we make it to the next floor. First, we need to kill this guy. And if we can kill this guy... Oops. Oops. Come on. Die faster, please. We can get the other part of the key. We just have to defeat this angel baby first. And now we have both parts of the key. We have the full key following us around. We will blow up this fire just because it can contain a soul heart sometimes. And then we will just head on down. The Eternal Heart will become a full health up. And now we are in the womb too. We're basically just looking for the boss room as soon as possible, because there are no other particular special rooms we need now. I'll take 3 bombs quite happily. I'll blow this guy up just looking for a coin. Did not find one. That laughing indicates that Mum is going to try and stomp on us in a second. Or grab us with a hand. If she does that, she ejects you from the room you're in. Which is not a great time. Let's do the biggest, most annoying room first. These guts do not leave their particular orbit, which is easy, because it means unless you really screw up, they can't hurt you. As long as we avoid the blood clots trying to shoot us. There's the last one. There you are. Get a coin. Keep just moving basically as far away from spawn as we can, because we're more likely to find the boss the further away we are from the spawn room. Did alright by this room in such a small space. Let's do the other very large room. This is a subversion of one of the early floor bosses called Blastoma. They just sit in their little protective bubbles shooting at us until we pop them. Oh, they actually managed to get a shot in, which is a shame. Come on, there's enough of you. You can just die. It's fine. You're allowed. You have my permission to die. Soul Heart is very welcome. Gold Poop is great because we still have money equals power, so whatever cash is in here is worth another 0.37 of a damage up to us. Fear shots are driving our enemies to not chase us, which is great. That's the purple hue you sometimes see on them. And the higher our luck, the more of those types of shots will fire out. I'm just going to blow... Actually, I'll play the Key Beggar a couple of times. We're not going to have too much use for a lot of keys here on out. Soul Hearts. Ah, yes. I think that might be the result of our trinket giving us far more in the way of soul hearts rather than red hearts. Now, this is participation award, I believe, and this gives us an increase to whatever our lowest stat is. So I think right now it'll be a luck upgrade, which I think is fine. No, it's a shot speed upgrade or a range upgrade, one of those. Could have re-rolled it and just kept trying to re-roll for better things, but I think we're ready to go and fight Mum. Mum's heart. Or It Lives, as it's known. So, take out the eyes first. The lasers. Excuse you, there's one hiding in the back. Then you just try and kill as fast as you can before they despawn themselves up to the ceiling and introduce another wave of enemies, as shown. So now we've got to deal with these guys who we can only hit from the back of the head or the side, but not the front of the face. But when they're afraid of us, that's easier. And just avoid the great big trail of tears and beams. I can't see myself because I'm too small. But we got there. So we are going to go up towards the cathedral. And we're just looking for the boss room as fast as possible. The fear shot is doing great work for us. Very happy to have it. That is a booby-trapped chest. We have... no, I'm gonna skip over that. I want to save my keys for the chest. Ghosts. Hello, ghosts. More instances of enemies with brimstone shots. I want to get these eyes because they shoot out all these beams of light to avoid, which are tricky. And homing shots are no fun. Pots might have cash in, and we still have money equals power. A 2 of diamonds right now would be great. 2 of diamonds would double our 46 coins to 92 coins, effectively doubling the damage bonus we are receiving from money equals power. This is not where we want to be. Again, no item rooms in the cathedral or shops. But what I can do is blow up these rocks, get some extra red hearts, and there's even more back there if I need them. There's a third instance of finding one of the deadly sins. Lust just chases after us relentlessly. Shot speed up means our shots will fly across the room faster, getting to their enemies sooner. Let's get rid of you first, please. So much ectoplasm. Sack becomes a safe bomb for us. The lovers is 2 red hearts, but the full health is obviously like 6.5. I don't need that pill, I don't think. Let's try and avoid these fires that the enemies have created. After we kill all the enemies in a room, the turrets stop firing. A previous boss, just as a regular room boss, as the power scales, as the difficulty scales as well. And now we are going to fight Isaac, aka us. So Isaac will fire back at us. And to avoid those in this stage, as well as his different flurries of shots. And then he will get up and start doing different attacks. Now, Gish is slowing his shots for us, so sometimes the bullets move to us much more slowly, which is lovely. Oh, we did get hit a couple of times there. When this attack happens, normally you can hide in the corners, although that did not go so well for me right then. I'm just doing a terrible job of this fight, but we got plenty of HP. And I think him being slow when this happens isn't helping my muscle memory of that animation. Right, very nearly. And we have got down to the chest. So because we have reached the chest and we got those 2 key parts earlier, the key is now going to unlock that door above us. So later on we can do a secret boss called Mega Satan. That is the prayer card, that is the Book of Anarchy, that is Fetus in a Jar, and that is the Razor Blade. We will take that, use it once, we will pick that up, put it back down. I think I'm just going to reroll all of these. We could take Fetus in a Jar, but it's a bit OP. So, none of this is really stuff I want either. So we'll go get some charges and re-roll them. There's some of our old friends. Lust and Gluttony, I think. Now, each one of these rooms has a chance to drop... There's Mega Gluttony. Has a chance to drop a chest as well. And then those chests will always have items in. And so, as well as the secret boss that we've just unlocked, this floor does have a regular boss as well. God, there's just... It's all 7 deadly sins up here, isn't it? And of course, we still have Guppy's Collar, so if we do die, there is a chance we will be saved. Now, every time these guys hit us, they make us drop our own coins. Now, we could re-roll this, but we have 4 re-roll targets in the other room, and 25 cents is worth 0.84 damage for us, which is fine by me. Let's go grab some health. Keep working on getting those charges. Some pins in here, and some baby pins. And a lot of them. Even more sins. I wonder if... Did the weird room from the angel deal we got say, like, you are forgiven or something, which could mean, like, you're forgiven of your sins, which means you run into more of the sin monsters. Could be a stretch, but the game has done stranger things. Right, one more charge. And then we can go and re-roll those chests from earlier. We've also found our second secret room. No idea what will be in there. Oh, hello. I don't need all these bombs. You can have some bombs. Red hearts, fine by me. And sparkly bombs. Prize bombs, that's it. So when we use bombs now, there is a chance that they will drop coins and keys and other things. Nice always to get free stuff. Right, let's re-roll these 4. In fact, I will take the 2 flies because they will protect us from shots. Oh boy, okay. So I don't want Leo and I don't want Skin Peel, but what we have got is the D4. The D4 will re-roll all of the items we have picked up. So right now we kind of have this fairly average run, but if we do this, we now have a whole bunch of familiars chasing us around. We have Little Brim. We have a laser in our head. So let's see how this does for a while. Our damage is not great at 5.5. But we still have our swallow trinkets, which is lovely. Means we're getting a bunch of free bombs here. And we still have glitter bombs, which is interesting. I can't say I'm in love with this, so we'll try and re-roll this in a little while. I think, oh, we have the map, so we can actually see which direction it's going to be to get to our final boss. No, we can't. We can see the route, but we can't see which room is the final boss. I should be using Little Brim to greater effect, but I'm bad, as we've discussed. At least we're still really fast. I don't know why I thought the D4 was 4 pips of charge, not 6. But, you know, it is what it is. I thought there was going to be another one in a room this size. God, these tears are a nightmare. Alright, that's everyone dead. We've got charges again on our D4. I've just realised this whole time that we've actually also had... Oh, it's sad poop bombs. I thought we had... What on earth is that? That is new to me. Don't know what's doing that, but let's change again, shall we? Okay, we have Monstro's Lung. We have 9 damage. I know that the aura that is around us hurts stuff that comes near us. We can use that for an extra heal. Happy about that. There is our boss room. Question is, do I really want to try and kill the boss with this Monstro's Lung build? It's not the worst build in the world. Let's go get some red hearts. And then we will try and kill the lamb. Then, after we kill the lamb, we will also go and try and kill Mega Satan. Alright, so we're back at max HP. I'm not sure what that cross is by our health, unless that is... you get 1 free hit each room. Can't remember the name of the item, but it'll be fine. Oh no, of course it's not the lamb, it's Blue Baby. I'm thinking of different floor. Blue Baby should be fine. Yeah, this will be okay. The fires are our fires, so we can walk through them without harm. We are not going in that chest. Now, the real question is this a build that I want to try and defeat Mega Satan with? Oh, there's a tiny spider. Come here, tiny spider. Because we could re-roll again if we wanted to. Although, I think... oh, there's enough rooms left, if they're all combat, that we could re-roll once more after this roll. Go on, then. I see Polyphemus. I see Cursed Eye. I think I want to get out of this. I should probably... Oh, okay. Well... We should yeah. Cursed Eye is hell. This room is also hell. Oh, God. Yeah, I want out of this build as fast as possible. Cursed Eye is the worst. Right, give me Chemical Peel, give me Leo, just so that when we re-roll, we get 2 more items re-rolled. Then our goal now is to just get out of this build. I don't know what is going to be after this, but unless it's specifically a bad soy milk run, it can't be worse than this. With that said, this does a lot of damage. The problem is, though, with... Oh, God, yeah, we don't want to be in here. This does a lot of damage, but on a fight like Mega Satan, if we are hit at the wrong moment, we will be teleported out of the Mega Satan fight. And if we're teleported out of the Mega Satan fight, it means we have to start the whole Mega Satan fight again. Which would be terrible. Right, let's get these coins and bombs. We're halfway to a fresh charge. Oh, I thought you were dead. God damn it. Alright, we'll do this again then. Now, we still have the safety scissors, so none of those bombs are ever going to blow up. Right, 2 more, which we can get from doing either 2 small rooms or the L-shaped room. Let's go after the 2 small rooms. If we had Black Candle, this would be great, because Black Candle removes all curses, and that includes the curse associated with Cursed Eye. Right, 1 more pip. Here we are with our bajillion bombs. This is going to be our last chance to reroll before taking on Mega Satan. I think it would be more interesting if we go around, pick up what health we have, because the health is going to be important, and then go into Mega Satan and then use the D4. So we don't know what build we're going to get until we're in the room doing it. Then wish me luck. Alright, here we go. We still have our full health pill. Mega Satan. Change our build. I see Guppy's tail. I see not a lot else that's great. Oh, okay, it's a Tech 0.5. No idea how this is going to go, but we'll find out. Get after the small guys. It's been a long time since I did the Mega Satan fight. At some point he shoots like a giant laser through the middle of the room, and I don't want to be there when that happens. But it seems like the build we've got is pretty reasonable. We're going to need to pop our full health pill soon. It's probably going to be the difference maker on this whole fight. We've got Revenge Fly just doing some consistent work. There's another of the angels. And his brother. There's the giant laser beam. We must be getting nearer the end of the fight now. Dodge the shots, dodge the shots. Then phase number bajillion. Try and avoid what we can. These bullet patterns aren't so bad, he says, getting hit. Oh god, yeah, the fire. I forgot about the fire. Right. 3 hits left. Oh god, where do we stand? Is that it? Is there another phase? Is that it? That is it. Oh god. No, we can't. We can't. I guess we must, right? For Bants. Right. I need to go and wake my partner up a second. It's 4 o'clock. Alright, so we don't have any mapping. We are just looking for the final boss. But we're going to have to get through a lot of other bosses to do it, probably. Oh god, come on. Be able to be killed, thank you. I'm going to need another full health pill, I think. That would be ideal. I don't know why my laser moves up and down as I do. I'm so used to it firing in a directly straight line left and right. So this is the Void. The Void has many boss rooms on it. One of which has like one of the bigger final bosses on it. I'm going to start blowing skulls up in hopes of finding something helpful. A death card is not really what I was hoping for. But basically there's going to be a whole bunch of boss rooms scattered around this floor. And each one will have a boss in them. And we can kill them and get an item. But we're looking for one specific boss to beat to be able to win the game. Now I have to ask the question, do we stick with this run? Or do we re-roll again? Oh, thank you for the health. Because what we've got is pretty good going, all in all. Like, our damage output is up there with what we could possibly want at this point. Because it would be a shame to get something really terrible now and throw it all away, right? Oh, we must have, like, the placenta or vampirism or something, because we're getting healing back from kills, which is not bad. Did we just pick something up? What now? Oh, one makes you small pill. Alright, so we found our boss room. Don't know if it's the boss room, I suspect not. It's another blue baby. If it's taking this long to kill Blue Baby... Oh, we get choices. I will take Guppy's collar again. If we can get the Guppy transformation, that would be great. So we have Guppy's collar, we have Guppy's tail. I guess I don't want to refresh yet then. If I could find another Guppy item, I'd be over the moon. And against large crowds, this is actually pretty efficient. It's against single foe targets that's the harder time. That could be our final boss up there. I'd still really like a full health pill or something. 8 ball or HP? Give me that HP, thank you. Alright, let's see if this is Delirium. It's not, it's Mum's Heart again. And we melted Mum's Heart. Food or Scatole? Give me the HP. And we will continue on our journey. Yeah, big rooms are actually our friend now, with such big lasers and range and all the rest of it. coins. Don't need coins, but you know, I'll grab them while they're there. Don't need black chests. Don't know why I said black chests when I meant locked chests. A bed is amazing. That is going to be a full heal if we find ourselves really low on health later on. In case you hadn't figured yet, these floors are very large. Give me the food again. That is as big a health bar as we're going to get. I've not found any more damage ups yet, which would have been ideal. Something like the stapler or something from a boss fight. Here is another chance at a boss room. Could be Delirium. It's not, it's Mr. Fred again. Mr. Fred gets melted. Compass, health, or number 2. Give me the compass. That will show us where all of the possible boss rooms are. There's 2 over to our right. I'm going to guess the top one is not our final boss. Nope, that is Brownie. It's Melt Brownie. And then hot bombs or a book. Let's take the book on the off chance that we get the bookworm transformation, which we did not, which is fine. Alright, this is probably it. Probably. Yeah, there he is, Delirium. You know, just casually getting stuck on the boss, as you do. So, Delirium takes the form of all the other bosses we've seen, but with a very high HP pool. If we get down to very, very low HP, we can hit the spacebar to try and generate some HP-giving items with our reroll. I am struggling with this bullet hell at the moment. That was not what I meant to do. I meant to start spamming bombs. Oh, we have quick bombs. Does not help when you start standing in your own explosion range. Alright, we're out of bombs. We did a lot of damage. And take... we got no HP from that. And I think we have Cursed Eye again. Which is horrifying. This is awful. This is not where I want to be. Alright, I'm still going to chalk that up as a win, because we didn't need to do Delirium. But thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this classic from the roguelike genre, and I'll see you again in the next one. Cheers.